Find the second derivative of terms of d. Use the second derivative to explain why the graph of d cannot resemble the following graph, right here. So to find the second derivative, we're going to go back to the equation that we are given. dd over dt equals 1/16 18 minus d. Now this right here is already the first derivative, so to do that we're just going to take the derivative of this. So the second derivative, first of all, I'm going to use a distributive property right here to simplify it, and after that I get 9 over 8 minus 1/16d. And so to find the second derivative of this, a derivative of 9 over 0 is 0 because that is a number, a constant. And so 1/16th d, that is a constant, so the 1/16th remains the same. And the derivative of d, we're doing it with respect to t, so it's going to be dd over dt. And now we are asked to find the second derivative in terms of d, so we can't have this right here. We have to replace it with d's. And if we go back, we're just going to plug this in right here. So the second derivative equals, the 0 just can get out, but this one's going to be negative 1/16 dd over dt, which is 1/16 18 minus d. And we can just leave it like this so that we don't make mistakes when we're trying to simplify it. And now we are asked to explain why the graph of d cannot resemble this graph right here. And so basically to do that, we're going to use the little model f prime, f double prime, plus minus increase decrease concave up, concave down, plus minus increase decrease concave up, concave down, plus minus increase decrease concave up, concave down. And so right here we find that the second derivative is negative because of this negative 1/16 on the outside. And so if we look down here, when the second derivative is negative, the original function is going to be concave down. And if we look at the graph that we are given, this graph is concave up. And so the graph of d cannot be this graph because as long as the second derivative is negative, the original function or the graph of d is going to be concave down.